Loveline is meant for an adult audience. Loveline may contain sexually oriented content. Listener discretion is advised.
I am joined here in San Diego at 91X with a very, very respectable band. You know why? Because they are not people who rest on their laurels. They are through the roof talented. Believe me, it's true. I'm not just saying that because they're sitting right next to me.
I don't know.
They are legitimately talented, but they don't just rely on that and sit in the back seat in the car that takes them through the roads of life. No, they work their ass off. They've been touring so hard. They've literally worked their fingers to the bone. I'm looking at skeleton hands on three men from the band known as A Day to Remember, the greatest Floridian since Tony Montana. Woo! ADTR.com, the official website. They are currently on the Vans Warped Tour, vanswarpedtour.com for more information on that, to find out when they're coming to your town. Gentlemen, hello.
That was a wonderful introduction.
Thank you,
Yes.
thank you.
That was great.
I try hard. I really do. And you know, Dr. Drew will tell you, you pipe in any time, Dr. Drew, and back me up on this. The intros that I do for the guests, in length and intensity, it perfectly matches how much I like and respect said guest.
Okay.
Wow.
That's
So-
absolutely true.
So,
that is absolutely true.
you just know.
Ooh, dang.
And I pulled that one right off the top of my head, and it meant a lot. It went a long, long time. There was a lot of words in there. It was verbose. So you know
You must like
that,
us.
boys.
I can
I'd
feel it reverberate through my skeleton hands.
Man.
Another good
vibes.
sign is when I give myself applause. That's it. I mean, you can tell the show's going well. Attaboy, Mike. Woo! So you know, I guess you guys are down here in San Diego. You guys preparing for the Chula Vista San Diego type show tomorrow for the Warped Tour.
Yes.
Look, this is not your first go round on Warped Tour, okay? And so, for you guys to now be a headlining act, it's got to really mean a lot, because you're not playing the small little stages at 1 o'clock. You're gonna have the thousands and thousands of kids on the big, great sounding stage, and because it gives you this little weird kind of science experiment to almost watch your own careers
Yeah.
by through the prism of Warped Tour.
It's pretty crazy.
We actually started out like 4 or 5 years ago winning the Ernie Ball Battle of the Bands to play one day in St. Petersburg, Florida.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I
we were
ruined it.
so excited.
Broke a string.
Neil's
Second
string
song.
broke. We didn't care. We just kept playing. We played to like 10 people, and we were so excited.
That's what that's really is amazing, and you want to hear these kind of like fairy tale stories about bands who just put it all out there and really wanted this and had this dream, and now it's finally come through. By the end of 2011, you guys will have sold close to 1 million records, and that's saying a lot, because you're a band who is also simultaneously very artistically respected, and a lot of times bands that get commercially successful don't oftentimes have that, And how has it been difficult for you guys to kind of toe that line,
We've always been really accepted from like fans and people coming to our shows, but it's actually been harder for us to actually be taken serious by bands that we tour with and people in the industry. So it's a lot harder to convince those kind of people. It's kind of gotten to the point now where it's like you can't really describe it to people. You just have to see it.
Right.
It's almost
So, yeah.
helped us.
It has helped us because people always underestimate what we do, and then they come and see us, and it's just like, wow, they just weren't expecting it, and it really helps us out.
At Where Is ADTR is how you get in touch with these gentlemen on Twitter. They are A Day to Remember, playing the Vans Warped Tour. Do you think it is so difficult to not only describe your music, but also to translate over to a mainstream audience? Because you guys do what I think makes your band special is that you take really, really, truly extreme elements, not hard rock elements. I mean, almost to the point of grindcore and extreme elements of music, and mix it with very poppy elements of music, and you do it pretty seamlessly, which is not easy to do. Do you think that is that what makes it so difficult for you guys to kind of get some to catapult your band in a commercial sense?
We never really meant to do that, and that's never really been something that we were really interested in doing. This has all kind of just happened.
Yeah.
Like we were just trying to play what we kind of wanted to play, and that's what we've always done, and it's just kind of happened. And it's actually been really cool for us because we're a band that can go on tour with like a really poppy like set of bands and then come off and go on tour with like the heaviest group of people.
Sure.
And we do well on both of them, and people can't do that, so we draw from a lot of different places. It's incredible.
Well, I mean, I think that's another reason why I definitely have gained a lot of respect for you guys as bands, is because if you look through history at rock bands in particular, the bands that can do that, Faith No More comes to mind as a band who in the same year went on tour with Lenny Kravitz and Guns N' Roses,
Right.
and it takes a certain special kind of band to cross those lines. And you've seen country artists do it, but it's very
Kid Rock.
it's very Kid Rock comes to mind, but
That's crazy, by the way.
yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. Well, he's a real G.
I mean,
He is.
he
course,
started off as
yeah.
a rapper,
Yeah,
new metal.
yeah.
Now he's a huge country
Country
star.
artist.
Okay, back to you.
And also Hootie. Let's not forget Hootie.
Dude,
Darius
Hootie
Rucker.
holds it down.
Yeah.
I loved Hootie and the Blowfish.
Me too.
Still do.
I feel like
The Dolphins make me cry.
Hold my hand.
What's the Let Her Cry? Is that it? The name of the song? Is that
Let her cry.
yeah. Let It Rain? Or I don't know that song. Yeah, that song.
Yeah.
That's my song where it's like in front of my friends I front. I'm like, this is stupid. But if I'm alone in my car and that comes on, I'm singing, yeah.
Just ripping it.
Well, the
hard.
tears roll down my face.
Crying
Yeah, I'm
while you
totally
drive.
doing it. What separates me from you is an incredibly interesting and incredibly popular album. It is their most current album. Been available now since November of last year. And if you don't own it, you are first of all in the minority of most people out there. Secondly, you are a communist, and possibly in the Taliban.
Most people out there.
Yeah.
That's a large number.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys know this. New numbers are in. I got an earpiece in
Okay.
right here, and this goes directly to Billboard. 742 billion copies sold
Wow.
Not bad.
as of this evening.
Wow.
I'm buying a Ferrari.
Yeah.
I'm
after
buying
this.
50.
Now you listen here. A day to remember.
Okay.
Let's say. Look. Next thing you know, all of a sudden, you guys are like, you're like Creed.
All right.
Like tomorrow, you wake up and seriously, you like.
Hey, we're from Florida.
You went from 300,000 copies of that album to 300 million. Like just you woke up tomorrow morning. You don't strike me as the type of guys to be with Shark Tanks and Ferraris.
No,
Like-
probably not.
Shark Tanks? That
Yeah.
sounds pretty
Shark
sick.
Tank. All right, never mind. Let me take Shark Tanks off the table.
love
Ferraris
a Shark Tank.
gold-plated houses.
It'd
Nah,
be like
man.
giant comic book collections
Yeah?
and
I'll stick with my 300.
video game consoles that haven't come
Yeah.
out yet or something.
You take the Mark Hoppus route. It's like,
Yeah.
I've got $1 billion. I invested in Simpsons toys.
Exactly.
There we go.
I have a Star Wars collection.
I'm trying to collect Spider-Man comics.
Really?
Trying.
Now,
Don't buy 'em
do
out
you
from under
feel
me.
like if you weren't in a really, really popular band, that Spider-Man comics would still get you laid? Because I don't feel like it would.
No, it definitely wouldn't. But I
Okay.
mean, that's not the point.
Yeah.
Being in a
you
day
hide
member
that.
doesn't get you laid.
Do you feel do you feel like being in a really cool, really popular band opens up the doors for you to have a Spider-Man comic book collection and still get laid?
Yo, give me a break.
Yes.
You know that? You know that the #1 Spider-Man comic just sold for like over $1 million.
I do know that, like, for the real collectors, that stuff's big time. I don't want to front as someone who knows anything about comic books because I'm not in that world, and I feel like they've gotten really popular in the last 3 or 4 years.
I mean, I don't know a ton.
So I don't want to like glom onto it, I don't want to feel like I do.
Me neither.
Yeah, that's
Just
my
saying,
thing.
man.
Let's take a moment because I got a good session at the Hard Rock Hotel before we came here. Thank you so much to the Hard Rock of San Diego for hooking us up and taking good care. What a awesome establishment and a great place to abuse your penis. And I had no problems leaving loads in the Hard Rock toilet, and I want to thank them for that. Thank you. Thank you.
Multiple.
Okay. Well,
And we're joined by a day to remember, and they're very handsome and very healthy and powerful young men. And you spend a lot of time on the road. How does one do like I did at the Hard Rock and pleasure himself when you're in such close quarters with other gentlemen?
Actually, I don't think we ever had this discussion, with each
Together.
other.
Yeah.
We just do it.
You just do it. I have a whole system.
I don't.
I mean, it's not really complicated, but we get like there's like in between towels. You know what I'm talking about from hotels, like not a rag, not a towel, halfway.
Yeah,
you get
yeah.
one of those, lay it on your stomach, pull it up halfway, right into the other side, fold it up, done.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I
Try
use
to
a
save
sock.
it.
Use a
Try to
sock?
save it.
Yeah,
no,
I use
yeah,
a
but
sock.
So you guys,
bunk sock.
you guys are in
Yeah.
a bunk right
Wait.
when this is happening, right?
Oh, yeah.
I
Yeah.
used to use socks, but you got to think like if you're using the same sock, that's
No,
disgusting
I'm
for
not.
one.
We actually get laundry done now, so we don't have to use the same sock anymore.
I'm just saying. Now, and another thing, I don't really like things touching it either when that's happening.
Yeah.
So just to have that little like curtain that you like lift up, fold up, you can save it for later.
No,
It's
that's
cool.
pretty solid. I see. I can't beat off lying down. So I'd be
Really?
screwed if I was in a touring band. Yeah.
I can't beat off in the shower.
I can't either.
It's like
I
a self-cleaning oven.
I
Why?
hate it. I think it's the water hitting me. I
The
just
water
can't focus.
you can't, get the rhythm going.
Right, man.
Nothing.
It's just not the
me.
right.
Another good thing.
It's
is
not the
to
right
have-
grip either, man.
Is to have the adult channels playing on the back TV.
Oh,
so
yeah.
that our TVs
Oh
in the
yeah,
bunks
you just tune in.
tune in.
I have my
I've been using women's tennis a lot, where I'll get I'll get like an actual publication, like a Cherry magazine, something of that nature, perhaps.
Use your imagination a
And
little
then
bit.
and then I'll look at the magazine, and in the back I'll have like Maria Sharapova grunting.
Who's your favorite?
Does
tennis player
Kornikova
then?
does Kornikova still play?
No,
She
no.
never really played. She was just hot.
Yeah, she just lets Enrique
hot.
Iglesias destroy her with his
In a
massive
bathroom.
Latin, with his massive Latin cane of skin. 1-800-LOVE-191 is the number. A Day to Remember has joined us once again here on Loveline. Dr. Drew, go ahead and let us know who we're going to talk to next.
This is Spencer. What's up, Spencer?
Hey guys, I'm actually a huge fan of Day to Remember. I got a couple,
Thank you.
actually 2 questions for you guys. One's a little more complicated. It's actually for
complicated.
Jeremy.
What's going on?
The song that was leaked, I believe it's called "When Three's a Crowd."
Mm-hmm.
What is the story behind that? Like, because I never heard anything other than your tweet about it sucks when somebody steals your music.
Yeah, that was a song that me and I don't even remember who else was involved in it. It was just like a random acoustic song that I think me and our friend Tom did together, and it wasn't really meant for anything. It was just for us. And yeah, somehow that got put out there. And I don't know. I did that when I was really young, and I don't know. It was kind of personal, and felt like some of it was kind of cheesy. So something that you never wanted people to hear, and it got out. So it is what it is,
Yeah, it's an awesome song. I mean, I know a lot of people enjoy it, but
Thanks.
my second question was, is there going to be a special edition of What Separates Me From You that you're going to release?
I'm pretty sure we're not going to be doing that. We didn't really feel the need to do that.
And
It's
the
special
secret-
enough as it is.
It is special.
It's special to me.
Very talented group of gentlemen who seamlessly blend a bunch of different genres of music together, all with the undertone of legitimate, bona fide hardcore music. They are A Day to Remember. ADTR.com, the official website. The newest album, What Separates Me From You, is incredibly successful. It's commercially and artistically respected. And these guys are real G's. Let's just go again. Another.
Real G's. Never heard that before.
I think it's time to hear some more music. Earlier we heard All I Want off the album. Tell us a little bit about All Signs Point to Lauderdale.
All signs point to Lauderdale. It's about, just that feeling like you're stuck in a place where, you know what I mean? Like your hometown, you have a lot of friends you go to high school with, you kind of grow apart from, they just kind of stay there. Don't really
Yeah.
care about what they're doing with their lives and just kind of get stuck. And that kind of feeling like you just want to get out and kind of do something with yourself and not be like the norm.
Right. I also feel like, correct me if I'm wrong, gentlemen, but isn't there a weird point in your life as a guy when you do have a group of friends that you grew up with where you get to, like, say, like 19 or 20 and you realize all those guys aren't not what they cracked up to be, but there's a point when you're 16 or 17, you're like, I'm going to love you for the rest of
Yeah.
my life. And then you realize at 2021, you get very disappointed. It's kind of heartbreaking when you realize that's just not reality.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of these guys that I probably won't ever talk to again.
Sucks.
You know?
It's true, man. It's life, though.
Yeah, it is, because you got to go on and do your own thing, and you have your dreams and aspirations. But it is weird because these kind of you get disillusioned by adulthood, because
Yeah.
as a teenager, that seems like reality, that you're going to be best buds with these guys forever, and a lot of times that it isn't how it works out. But very cool. It's always nice to know a little bit of backing around a song. All Signs Point to Lauderdale, again, is the name of the track from our guest tonight, A Day to Remember. Let's hear it.
I hate this town, it's so washed up, and all my friends don't give up.
A Day to Remember, ADTR.com, the official website. Jeremy just let me know he recorded the vocals for that song in a closet in New Jersey.
It's true.
Somewhere Snooki is in the same spot, in a closet
I had
in
to
New
channel
Jersey
that
somewhere.
energy.
Yeah,
Fist pump.
that's right. You can't fist pump if you don't feel the beat. ADTR.com, the official website of our friends in A Day to Remember, who have been nice enough to join us in studio down here at 91X, one of the best radio stations around and one of the best cities around of San Diego. Let me take this time to say thank yous to all the people that I need to before we end the show. First off, thank you so much to you guys, Day to Remember. Thank you so much, dude.
Thanks
You
for
guys have
having
always
us.
been so
Thank
cool to
you.
come into the show, and you've always been great to to play a bunch of the festival shows that the stations put on. And you're a hardworking band. You're very nice guys, and I certainly hope this isn't the last time I see you around the Loveline Studios.
Thanks, man.
Yeah,
I wish
thank you
you
for having us.
Thank you, guys. I wish you the best of luck on the rest of Warp Tour, vanswarptour.com or adtr.com for more information. Thank you so much to the Hard Rock Hotel here in San Diego for putting Tyler and I up and helping us kind of make this show possible. And last but certainly not least, thank you so much to everybody at 91X. Really made us feel so welcome down here when we do a road show for Loveline. And it's a lot of really talented jocks and management. Everybody's very down to earth, very welcoming, and we certainly appreciate it. So thank you so much.